But we see here where we have Mayor Q Ball Adams and a little green dot that seems to jump up in my phone since I upgraded it. I hope you're listening. Because I don't give a flying fuck. Because what you did to my people and what you continue to do to my people is garbage then and you're garbage now. African people need to wash out any fucking clown ass king or stop with the king shit or any governmental people that's over there doing garbage to African people for all these years. Don't you think that you should be tired of the garbage and ain't they tired of coming over there doing garbage to our people? But we see here another one coming in by Chris Summerfield, New York Daily News, 4 hours ago, Eastern Standard Time. We see Mayor Greasy Head Q Ball Adams signs controversial contact that eliminate no. Mayor Greasy Head Balson's controversial contract that eliminates traditional Medicare for retirees, New York workers. Imagine that. Greasy Head Adams. Mayor Q Ball Adams signed off on a contract Thursday that would eliminate traditional Medicare as you see, coverage for retiree city government workers. That's bullshit. All those years those people work hard or whatever they call themselves doing in the government, and when they retire and old and in a position that they might need all they can get to keep going, you sign a bill, he's a demon. Keep on playing with this fucking fool. You know what I'm saying? But we see here, Greasy Head Adam under the contract Thursday will eliminate traditional Medicare coverage for retiree city government workers and shift them into a privatized version of the program. Instead, the controversial move that immediately drew a lawsuit threat from the grassroots retirement group. And yes, they should. I back them 100% on that lawsuit. And I hope they whip his ass all up and down the court to do something like that to the retirees. What's wrong with you? Something wrong with this man? Or he's just a greasy head cue ball talking about privatizing it. Make them have to pay out their pocket and shit. The government workers should have that incentive. If I was the president or the mayor or whoever was running the show, you would have had this free of charge. I wouldn't take away nothing from you. You would keep your medic under the government so you could have the full benefit of it. Let's just be honest. Because if I was working, this shit would piss me off. Motherfucker. They're full of shit. These demon Democrats have been starting wars in our country, destroying our country, and then telling these people some Nancy Drew story who never did any investigation on their party. They have started wars. They continue to, every time they India, they start a war. Every time they India, we in about 50 wars, and guess who's paying for it all? The taxpayers of the United States. But we see Alan Dershowitz claim Alan Braggs could be disbarred if he used Michael Cohen testimony to help secure Trump's indictment. This is coming in by Ken Meyer 4 days ago, the media. You know what I'm saying? As we see. But we see a Harvard law professor, Alan Dershowitz, you know what I'm saying, claimed that Alan Braggs could lose his law license if the Manhattan DA attorney does not go if the Manhattan District Attorney does go ahead with indicting the president, Donald J. Trump, and use Michael Cohen testimony to do it. Oh, he gonna try every trick in the book. He's a boule, dumbass nigga. Period. There is no other way. He's a boule, dumbass nigga, and he's working for the demon, blood-clad, Baphomet, satanic worshiping set of suckers that is in our government, deep in our government, that you call the deep state. Bunch them all together. I'm saying? I don't care, Freemasons, Illuminati, whatever you want to say. It's all the evil, all of them, Antifa, they're all working. And coming out of these colleges, they are bullied like a motherfucker. A jigaboo. I'm saying? You claim it, you wear it. If the cap fit, wear it. Get out of my face. Garbage. Nobody even want to read anything about it. Sorry about your report. It's not you, the reporter. It's a bullshit. I'm saying we moving on. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got time for the jokes. You know what I'm saying? But we see Trump supporters pull knife on a woman. What kind of fuck is that? With a toddler. I wonder if that was a setup. Outside Manhattan court admit hush money probe. You know what I'm saying? And we're not going to read that nonsense because nobody should be out there doing no shit like that, pulling no knife on nobody on this indictment because this indictment is bullshit to begin with. And you know it. It ain't worth the hassle. Judge finds Google destroyed evidence. Google comes up on the board. Coming in by Joe, I guess the name is Brodkins. I think his name is John Borkin or something like that. Brodkin, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm not getting into the names and I'm not going to spend time on it. Sorry about that, bro. But this coming on at 3rd, 2023. You know what I'm saying? 7:46 p.m. You know what I'm saying? On the policy. Oh, yeah. So it's a late edition, understand that. But we see here where, you know what I'm saying, we see here where that they're saying that judge finds Google destroyed evidence and repeatedly gave false Judge finds Google destroyed evidence and repeatedly gave false info to the court. So did Mark Zuckerberg. You were working right with him to censor and disinformation and misinformation garbage. Many of these people have been working on this misinformation, disinformation garbage. The federal judge yesterday, from what we see in this matter, you know what I'm saying, ruled that Google, you know what I'm saying, intentionally destroyed evidence and must be sanctioned, rejecting the company's argument that it didn't need to automatically preserve internal chats involving employees subject to a legal hold. Wait a minute. So everybody else could get censored. Everybody else out here telling what they're saying on the thing. They get censored and this and that and the third. But they got evidence and information that could lead to a lot of shit, and they get a free pass to destroy it. And so the judge is right. I'm siding with the judge. After substantial briefing, you know what I'm saying, by both sides, and in evidentiary, as I think it's called, you know what I'm saying, hearing that featured witnesses' testimony and other evidence, the court concluded that the sanctions are warranted. And I side with the judge. Good judge. The judge is holding his own. Go ahead, judge. Do your thing and show America that you really care about the world that we live in. And I hope each judge, no matter what your affiliation is, understand that we could end up in a world and a civilization totally destroyed as to what we've seen in the movie The Matrix and many other movies, where all the city and everywhere is destroyed and people are running like rats to survive underground. We must now quail this behavior and mind frame. But he said it's warranted. The U.S. District Judge James Donato, you know what I'm saying, wrote, "Go ahead, Mr. Judge." Later in the ruling, he wrote that the evidence showed that Google intended to subvert the discovery process and that chat evidence was lost with the intent to prevent its use in litigations and with, you know what I'm saying, the intent to deprive another party of information used in the litigation. Imagine that shit. Google, Billy the motherfucking killing go Gates, Baphomet, having worshiper, nutcase ass. What? Ooh, yeah. He said, oh yeah. He said the chat produced by Google last month in response to the court order provided an additional evidence of highly spotty practice in response, as we see, to the litigation. To the litigation hold notice. For example, Don Nato quoted one newly product chat in which an employee said he and she was on legal hold, but that they preferred to keep chat history off. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, they shining, oh they shining, oh they shining. Sound like they running with anti-fuck project to killing weeds, ain't it? Oh Lord, covering up all types of evidence these days. Now we see one coming in by Stephen Nelson, 20 hours ago, Eastern Standard Time. Coming on where? The Mighty Post. You know what I'm saying? But we see Mr. Stevens Nelson go ahead with his great reporting because I love it, I love it, I love it. Biden, creepy ass, and Hunter link clergymen at Greek independent event. I'm gonna ruin your reputation by talking. For real. Washington in the strike appearance. Fraudian, it didn't appearance of Fraudian, I guess, slip. Creep ass Joe Biden told Greek Orthodox leader Father Alex Lusus Wednesday that I am gonna ruin your reputation by talking at the White House event. The 80-year-old president made a bizarre remark to Caluso. I'm messing up your name, but I'm going to spell it out so people know what we're talking about. It's Karloutos is his last name. You know what I'm saying? And Biden said he's going to ruin his career by talking at this event. Vicar General of the Greek Orthodox Church in America. At the celebration of the Greek independence, also attended by actor Tom Hanks and his wife Rita Wilson. Okay, you know what? Oh yeah, they running around here doing a whole lot of garbage, ain't they? Oh yeah, living it up on the sunshine, ruining people's careers, and those that they figure they were supporting him and shit. He just running out there, sticking it to them with no grease. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No grease at all, as you see. As you see. Get over here, spit on. Yeah. As we see, I have to just get rid of that for now. But as we see, this is continuing to be a part of the overstanding of our government and the garbage that they do. We must now quail these things as it is and start to investigate all that is in more ways than one as we see it. You know what I'm saying? Where we're stuck with the nonsense in our head of these people and their garbage. You see what I'm saying? Which doesn't make any sense in more ways than one. You know what I'm saying? But we have to start doing so. You know? And we need to look into more investigations into our government actions across foreign lands in foreign, such as the wars that they created in our enemies as to what their grievance is, so we can come to some kind of understanding. Because just living the life on a nuclear scare doesn't do much. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't nobody gonna be able to stop that except those who run underground and I hope underground save them behind. I wonder how deep down there they go while they up here doing shit to the rest of the world. Probably gonna kill off the world and run down there and then reemerge as the so-called new world order race. This is what they're trying to do. So this is Point Blank saying, stay right, stay tight. We're going to stay in the fight. We're not giving up, because if we got to go down there and get them, I don't care what tanks they got down there to release some kind of gas or whatever, we're going to find a way to get down there and bring you up so you can be prosecuted. Let's just keep it 100. So, farewell, my friends. One, we will meet again.